The amount of time most of us vow, I'm done with eating unhealthy food, I'm done with not getting enough sleep, I'm done overspending, yet we find ourselves doing the very thing that we do not want to do. We find ourselves doing it over and over and over, and it is so frustrating. But sadly, that is the reality that most of us have when we want to stop a destructive habit, we want to put an end to it, and we want to change this destructive habit. In this video, I'm going to be discussing self-destructive tendencies and how we can actually change them. I will take you through a 5-step guide. Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamiso Miranda, and this channel is all things personal growth and lifestyle design. Stay tuned for some tips, tricks, hacks and tools on overcoming adversity and fulfilling your potential on your journey to becoming the best you. If you'd like to learn how you can use life's adversities to your advantage, please do consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell icon next to it so that you will be notified when I upload my next video. Let's get started. So the first step is to take responsibility for your actions. You have to acknowledge that your self-defeating behaviors are the outcome of your decisions and actions in the past. And you have to know, in the same breath, you have to know that you also have the power within you to create and build and make new habits. You have to make a conscious decision to do so. This way, you stop being a hopeless victim and you become the leader of your life. You get in charge, you gain control, and you take yourself where you would like to go. This step is so crucial because many people use self-destructive behaviors to avoid facing certain situations in their lives. Once you stop feeling helpless and you regain control of your life and you make the decision to make a change, to change one of your self-destructing behaviors, this moves you away from self-destructing behaviors as you have gained control and you no longer need to use a self-destructive behavior as a way to avoid dealing with the situations that you have going on in your life. Right before we get into the next step, I just want to quickly link to another video that I made. It's called Destructive Habits in Your Life. Do go and check it out, but make sure you watch this one, and then when this one finishes, I'll link it right here or there, and I'll also have it down below in the description. The second step is to deal with the root of the self-destructive tendency. As I've just briefly mentioned, self-defeating behaviors are actually a form of escapism. Escapism is when you are running away from something. You don't want to face the reality of your situation. You don't want to face the facts. You would rather find a way to distract yourself and to go as far away from the situation as possible. But in order for you to effectively change these self-defeating behaviors, you have to acknowledge what it is that you are doing. You have to become aware of yourself. You have to become aware of your behaviors and aware of the habits. You have to be mindful of what it is you're doing in your life and where you'd like to go. And if that behavior is not serving you and you identify that, that gives you the opportunity to be able to investigate and to dig deeper to find what is the root cause of that behavior or habit. You have to identify the specific issues that you are running away from and those issues that you do not want to deal with. These issues could be a wide variety of things depending on the hand that life has dealt you. For some people, for example, maybe you can't deal with all the demands that life has of you. Or maybe you've been hurt so many times that you're now stuck in survival mode. It could be anything, whatever the roots of your self-destructive habit is, identifying them and dealing with them will do you a world of good and make the whole process much more effective and sustainable. In some cases where your situation is so big and it's so scary to deal with, do not hesitate to seek the counsel of a professional. I personally believe that there is no shame in looking for help to improve your situation. The third step is to feel the pain. As humans, we don't tend to want to make a change unless we are motivated to do so. Sometimes seeing other people make changes gives us the inspiration to want to look at ourselves and find the areas that we need to change and improve. But sometimes it is the pain of something that makes you want to change because you want to make that pain stop. You want to run away from that pain. You want to leave where that pain is. This pain actually pushes you to make any necessary changes. This pain will push you to look for what's the best way to help yourself in the situation that you're in. So if you're in that painful place, you have to allow yourself to, first of all, to feel that pain, because when you are feeling this pain, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's not going to be pleasant. You are not going to want to be in that pain for long periods of time. This pain is going to allow you and is going to motivate you, is going to push you to find a way out, to find a way to fix the situation. If you can't fix it by yourself, you have to find a way to reach out to someone that can help you to fix the situation. You have to ask yourself whether this is the time to make that change, because when you are feeling this pain, you don't want to continue to feel that. You don't want that pain to be your reality for the rest of your life. That's going to motivate you to put in the necessary work that you need to work to change this self-defeating tendency that you have. For example, it could be your diet that's out of control. What pain does your diet being out of control bring to you? Pain could come in the form of you could become obese, you will become overweight, and as a result of being overweight or obese, this will bring some health challenges. Maybe you could have high cholesterol, maybe you could have, there's diabetes or a high blood pressure. There are so many other things that will affect your health as a result of being obese, which is a result of not eating a healthy diet, not watching what you eat, not controlling your intake. If you're in that situation, you have to ask yourself, okay, what can I do to gain control of this habit? And how can I possibly change it? So the first thing you'd have to do in this example is that you would have to make a healthy eating plan. You would have to make an exercise plan. You'd have to do what you need to do to move yourself away from this thing that is causing you pain and to fix it so that you can move into a better place. Fourth step that I have is that you have to pick one area for you to work on. Once you're ready to start making changes, just pick one area to focus on, to really put your energy and effort into that area. Continuing with the diet example, if you want to change your eating habits, you can't change them all at once, all in one go. It's not realistic. So pick one change and be very specific. You could say every lunchtime you have to eat one piece of fruit, and your afternoon drink, maybe you drink a bottle of Coke or a can of Coke, you have to switch that bottle of Coke for a green tea that is unsweetened, for example. And if you need to have seconds or go for some more food after you've had your dinner, you have to wait at least 10 minutes before proceeding on to go and get that extra helping. By starting out focusing on small changes, once you achieve those small changes, this is going to give you the motivation, the confidence. It's going to inspire you to want to tackle the bigger challenges that you're facing, because you have that self-belief and you have that confidence within yourself that you can actually do this. And those small little wins are what's going to push you to be able to achieve and overcome the bigger challenges that you're facing. Right before we get into the next step, my question for you today is, what are your experiences with self-defeating tendencies? I'd love to hear your stories below. Let's help others to not feel so alone. So the fifth step for this self-destructive tendencies guide is making a big commitment. Whilst you want your change to be small, you want your commitment to be huge. You want to put all your effort into the commitment that you want to make this change to get rid of these self-destructing behaviors. This is what's going to keep you going when you don't feel like it, when you're not motivated, when you just want to do that thing that you're trying to move away from. It's your commitment that is going to push you to continue on the journey and to keep moving forward. I hear you asking, but how can I make a big commitment? You have to make the announcements to 100, 1,000 people even. Post it on your social media that you have embarked on this healthy eating plan, on this healthy eating diet, or on this exercise program, whatever it may be. Announce it to people, ask them to hold you accountable so that you have groups of people that you don't want to let down. Get your friends involved, get your family involved, have fun with it. You could place a bet with your friends and do a competition or something to see who can lose the weight faster. Have fun with it, do a race for charity or something so that you have a bigger purpose beyond yourself. You won't want to let everybody down. You have to be all in for you to actually fully succeed and to see results and to change the behaviors and things that you wish to change. Go and watch these videos next for more on destructive habits, and I will see you in my next one as we continue our journey towards a more wholesome, healthier, and more meaningful lifestyle.